Hi and welcome to AFTV. I've got Tade with me. Yeah, 0-0, bro. 0-0. Dry
Yeah,
game.
very
Listen,
dry.
Crystal Palace, they came, they kind of, do you know what? They probably, do you know, no, I'm not even going to say they came to play for a point because they didn't. They caused us some problems at times on the counter. And, well, to be fair, at times we were lucky to come away with a 0-0 draw. But what were your thoughts, bro?
Well, I was saying it on my live, and I'm going to say it here, right? This match was a perfect match for anyone that's suffering from insomnia. Anyone that's having sleeping difficulties, this is the match for them. Because if not because I was doing my watch along, bro, I would have been doing something else on my phone.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? I would have been doing something else on my phone, like talking to people on WhatsApp, or just doing something. It was such a boring game. And I felt that Crystal Palace came out with some sort of some tactics that put a lot of men behind the ball and try and play the counter attack when they can. They had the likes of McCarter and is it Milejovic? I can't pronounce that guy's name to save my life, man. Those two guys really, honestly, my pronunciation is very poor. Like, I've got a lot of stick for that, but anyway, I can't be bothered. Yeah, so I think they really neutralized a lot of guys in the midfield. I mean, Smith Rowe couldn't really function today because obviously those guys really stopped everything he wanted to do. Xhaka tried most of his leg overs. He tried some of his movements, but honestly, you have to give credit to Crystal Palace. One player that we have to give credit to, which I've been saying, and I was waiting for people to start condemning him because this is a player that every single time he does something bad, that's the only time you see him on the headlines. But I'm actually glad to see that most people that I spoke to on my live, on my watch along, they were giving credit to Xhaka.
Yeah.
They were giving credit to Xhaka because he gave a lot of incisive passes today, putting passes forward, giving some fantastic through balls. He had Zaha in his pocket. Zaha in his pocket.
Statement.
It's a big statement. He had Zaha in his pocket. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this. All those tackles he was doing, he tackled Zaha like 3 or 4 times. Zaha was becoming frustrated with him.
Yeah.
People were saying, oh, he's just fouling the guy. And I'm like, do you know that that's the only person in that team today that had the audacity to stop Zaha? He was the only person that was putting in those, he was making him feel his presence. Like, dude, I'm here. I'm here for you today. So we need to give credit to who deserves it. He gets a lot of stick, he gets a lot of negative comments and all that. But today he was really, really, really good.
Yeah,
even the time he saved us, that counter attack. See how he ran back and
slid in and fair. Listen, a lot of people have been praising Xhaka today, so yeah, fair play to me. He had a good game, but how do we beat Tade? How do we beat teams that just sit with like a bank of 4 and just get everyone behind the ball? Like, how do we break them down? How do we do it? We've got Newcastle next. They're gonna do the same thing. Like, who do we rely on? Because we normally rely on the kids, but today, I mean, they didn't have a bad game, but it was just we didn't break down Palace.
They had a bad game, apart from Saka, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Smith Rowe had a bad game today, whether we like it or not. Even if he tried. Yes, trying doesn't mean you did well. They neutralized him, so he did bad. He tried what he could, but he couldn't get beyond those guys. They neutralized him. The point is, when I'm saying he did bad, I'm not saying he did like 3 or 4 rating. No, maybe 5. If you rate him, if I'm gonna rate him, maybe 5. He didn't do a 6 or 7. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is not me going at him. I'm just being honest about the fact that he didn't really live up to the levels of the previous matches, right? But at the same time, you have to give credit to Crystal Palace of the way they were set up. They made us look bad because they did their job quite well in the midfield. Now, the question is, you're asking the question, how can we break teams down like this? For me, the only way you can break teams down like this is when you have individual skillful players. So 2 things. Individualistic moments, a moment of brilliance from certain players, as well as efficiency. Aubameyang, Lacazette.
Yeah.
I look at the 2 of them today, they were very blunt upstairs, right? And then he takes off Lacazette, right? And I can understand that. But I keep saying this thing, right? I don't see much of what Aubameyang brings to this team. In the last this season, as a matter of fact, I don't see what Aubameyang brings to the team. Aubameyang is not very good. He can't take on a man. Right? He can't take on a man. His work rate is inconsistent. Sometimes you see him, he will run, he will come and help. Sometimes it's just his body language is just a bit. I don't really understand what's up with him.
I don't know. It's
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Tade.
And
It's, I don't know. Go on.
yeah, I was just gonna say, and the manager's hand seems a bit tied because this is a guy that we moved heaven and earth to keep. So, and then we made him captain. So only God knows the kind of deal and agreement he had with these guys because he had so many suitors. So it's so difficult to bench him. It's so difficult to bench him. Of course, almost every fan is gonna be saying that he needs to sit on the bench. But then you look at the bench today and you'll be like wondering if they put Aubameyang on the bench, who's gonna come in? Willock. Nketiah came in. What did he do?
No.
Okay, Pepe came in. What did he do? He was just there moving up like Mickey Mouse. What did he do?
Listen, I said this, bro. Robbie was saying we have depth and we have he was saying we have strength. I'm not, bro. I didn't say anything. I just looked at him and throughout the stream I was like, remember I said we got strength and depth. Remember, Robbie, to come on. But like you said, Tade, they came on. Then players, what do they do,
bro? Let me answer Robbie. I think I've told Robbie this thing some years ago, a couple of years ago. He asked me this question, and I will never forget it. He asked me that we have quality. I said, listen, yes, we have depth, but we don't have the required quality in depth.
True.
We had about 27 men to the extent that Socrates and Ozil could not make this. So we have depth. So I think actually, you know what? Robbie was right. I apologize. Robbie was right. We have depth, but we don't have the required quality.
Yeah, we have the quality in depth. Yeah, you're right.
So people need to be real about that word saying, oh, so we have depth. It's not about having depth. Anyway,
yeah.
Sorry,
very
go on.
True. Listen, Tade, before we go, I've been doing it with everyone. Been getting everyone's man of the match for the game. Who was your man of the match today?
Easy now. Easy. It's Xhaka. For me, Xhaka.
Yeah.
People can go. Leno will be there. I mean, it's easy for you to say Leno.
Some people said Leno.
People can say Leno because of that save he made from Benteke. Honestly, that save came out from nowhere. It literally came out from the depths of the earth. Like, it literally just came out like you didn't even see it coming. I thought that was a goal. The guy just came like, Mr. Squidly Diddly. He just came, hit the ball out. So he actually did very well. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I give it to Xhaka. Personally, I'm giving it to Xhaka because I felt he stepped up today. When he was called upon today, he stepped up. Yes, he lost the ball maybe just a couple of times. But he did the needful. He did the dirty job. He did the passes that we're complaining. We always complain he passes the ball out to the back of the time, but he was actually giving a lot of incisive passes. Not only today, he's even done it in the past, but nobody ever recognizes him. They don't recognize him for the bad stuff. So as far as I'm concerned, that's my man of the match. Leno is up there, but I'm giving it to Xhaka.
Perfect. Thank you. You've agreed with, I think, you're the third person. Many people, we've had different opinions all through these fan cams. I've had Xhaka, I've had Leno, I've had Ceballos, I've had
Ceballos?
Yeah, I know, bro. Listen, it's been all over the place. People said Saka as well. It's been crazy, but thank you for giving me yours. You've been the final one. I hope, listen, you're safe and you have a good rest of your week. And bro, I'll see you at Newcastle. Well,
I'm just laughing, man. Never mind me. Something else is making me laugh here. Never mind.
All right, cool. Listen,
take care of yourself,
soon, yeah.
All right, be good.